Breeders' Cup 2021 Stable Wager is going to have you ready for the World Cup of Thoroughbred Horse Racing. It is going to be on Friday and Saturday at Del Mar Racetrack. 14 races. After the post positions are drawn on Monday evening, throughout the week, we're going to have 14 preview videos along with recommended win wagers, exacta wagers, trifectas, and some preview shows later on in the week, getting you ready for the 2021 Breeders' Cup. We've already got videos up for the Juvenile, the Classic, the Disc Sprint, and the Distaff if you want to watch those videos. But right now, this time around, we're going to talk about the Big Ass Fans Dirt Mile. It'll be run on Saturday at Del Mar, and it looks like we could have a 10 or 11 horse field. We do got an international flair to it with a couple of horses from Japan, and we've got a horse entered last year, ran in the Breeders' Cup Sprint, who's now going to take on the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile in CZ Rocket. Should be an interesting race. Probably going to be taking about a 110 Brisnet speed figure or a 105 to 107 Beyer speed figure to win the Dirt Mile. Starting off with some of the main contenders, you've got horses like CZ Rocket. 29 starts, 11 wins. You know, he was good a long time ago as a 2- and 3-year-old. Then he kind of regressed. He was claimed. And then as a 7-year-old, 6-year-old, and 7-year-old, he's had some graded stakes experience. And last year in the Breeders' Cup Sprint, he ended up running second to the long shot Whitmore. And definitely this year, he's held his form. 6 starts, 2 wins, 2 seconds, and 2 thirds. He's going to now try to stretch out to a mile. Of course, he's been closing in sprint, so he could be a little bit closer to the pace. I don't think he has the raw speed to set the pace here in the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile, but I think he could get a good trip if he draws well in the post position on Monday. Now, 8 Rings is another horse who was kind of pressured into grade 1 level. They kind of regrouped, brought him back as a sprinter. He ran in the grade 1 Bring Cosby. He ran in the Pat O'Brien, ran 4th. Then they stretched him out last time to a mile, ran a 103 Brisnet speed figure. Bob Baffert trains, and he's by Empire Maker. He's going to be a price in this race, maybe up to 10 to 1 odds, because the favorite in the race is going to be Life is Good. Formerly trained by Bob Baffert, switched trainers to Todd Pletcher during the summer. He comes in off a loss to Jackie's Warrior, who will be favored in the Breeders' Cup Sprint, and then a monster victory in the Kelso the last time out, although that was a short field, and he really overmatched those horses on paper. A horse that seems to like Del Mar, 4 starts, 3 wins, Ginobili, a 104 2 times in a row, back-to-back 104s on the Brisnet scale in his last 2 races, winning at a mile, winning at 7 furlongs, and he's got some speed. He's going to be up there pressuring Life is Good early. Ginobili going to probably be about 5 to 1 on the morning line once that is announced, and definitely one to consider here. A couple of long shots have entered from Japan. Jasper Prince, he's most likely going to run in this race. 25 starts, comes in a little bit slower on paper, but I do like the fact that he's faced some big fields in Japan, and definitely one to consider here. Now, the race favorite in this race is Life is Good. 5 starts, 4 wins. He's a 2-time stakes winner at the grade 2 level. The San Felipe, he won by 8 lengths. The Kelso, he won by 5 lengths. His only loss is to the grade 1 winner, Jackie's Warrior, in the Jerkins, and that was at 7 furlongs. He's won both his races at 1 mile, and he ran 6.5 furlongs last year as a 2-year-old with a 100 Brisnet speed figure. So Life is Good, most likely going to be your 6 to 5 favorite on the board. A horse that's stretched out this year is Mind Control. Mind Control used to be a strong 7 furlong horse. Last time out at a mile, he won at Parks, and he defeated Silver State, and he gets a rematch with him in this race. Mind Control, John Velasquez has been riding. And another horse that enters, kind of a fan favorite, 34 starts, 10 wins, Restrained Vengeance from New Mexico. He's going to be a long shot in this race. Comes off the pace. Distance shouldn't be a problem. I actually like the fact that he cuts back from a mile in the 16th and mile and an 8th races to the 1 mile distance. And then Silver State, he's going to be a long shot. He is trained by Steve Asmussen, and he won the Met Mile. He ran 3rd in the Whitney to Nick's Go. But in this race, he's probably going to be 6-7 to 1, because in his most recent race, he ran 2nd to Mind Control. He made a big move, briefly took the lead, and then was just nailed right on the finish line by the winner of that race, Mind Control. So Silver State kind of getting overlooked in some of the early preview comments and videos out there on the internet. But I think Silver State could be ready to run a big race for trainer Steve Asmussen. The Big Ass Fans Dirt Mile, just one of 14 races on the 2 days, November 5th and 6th, Friday and Saturday from Del Mar. Key factor in the dirt sprint is going to be Life is Good. How much pressure is he going to get from Ginobili? Will Mind Control be up on the 3-4 lengths behind? If CZ Rocket can lay within 3-4 lengths, he may have a shot to win it. And the horse that could run them all down is Silver State, as it's a very competitive dirt mile. I think a lot of people are going to key on Life is Good, but I think this race is one you definitely want to handicap out, take a long look at. Remember, winners and whiners, stable wagers, we're going to have the races all previewed for you, some recommended win wagers, some long shots, and some preview shows as we get ready for the 2021 Breeders' Cup from Del Mar.